Hello, my name is Brandy Wertz, and I'm a professional aerial artist and pro downhill mountain biker. I'm going to be taking you through a short aerial yoga class. You want to make sure that you have spoken with your doctor beforehand to make sure that aerial yoga is right for you. So if you have any of the following, you're not allowed to take the class with me. So if you have pregnancy, glaucoma, recent surgeries, high or low blood pressure, vertigo, you don't want to be dizzy up there, osteoporosis, carpal tunnel, stroke, or hernia. Any of those will mean that you have to sit out and not do aerial yoga. So let's be mindful. I want you to focus on your breath. We're going to be working with a yoga breath. So you're inhaling through your nose, trying to get that nice little hissing sound. As you breathe, you're inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Okay, so we're going to be going through that. Right now I'm going to take you through the poses for in between if you feel a little dizzy or you need to come down. They're just recovery poses. So before we go into the actual class, I'll show you those two poses and just a basic little setup. You want to make sure you set your hammock up so that it's right at hip height for when you're doing the bending over stuff, and then also you can use a daisy chain to hook it, make it shorter or taller, either way. I have mine set up specifically for this class, so I won't be using a daisy chain. So you, when you go upside down, you definitely want to make sure that you can have at least a few inches from the floor so that you're not hitting your head and you can stretch out nice and long. So let's get started. Thanks for watching today. All right, let's go. So the recovery pose, the first one we're going to do is the floating child's pose. Shake your fabric out. Find the edge, shake it out, and come around to the front. You're turning around and you're grabbing your fabric. You're going to grab about 6 little grabs, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and walk back to your plumb line. Shake it out a bit, and you're going to jump inside and sit down. So here, arms go back behind, you break at the elbow and fold forward. So here you're just letting your head melt to the floor and do your breath, inhaling and exhaling. So anytime you don't feel so good or you just need a little rest from your position, you can come into this pose and just sit and relax until you're ready to join us again. Grabbing up above and step out. So now you're taking your hands, sliding them down. You're going to walk back until you get it to the ribs and put some weight on it. This is the Star Watcher pose, also another recovery pose. Walking down a little bit, and you're going to spread your legs nice and wide, holding your head. Make sure that your ribs are close so you're not just flaring out here. And then I want you to take a little bend in the knee, going to the side, and over to the other side, back and forth. Just laying your head in your hands. Make sure it's at the ribs and not up in the armpits or at the low back. And then same thing, just come up and join the class when you're ready to rejoin it. All right, so now we're going to go behind the fabric. Okay, so here's the plumb line, straight under the point. You're going to grab your fabric here, okay, and standing under the plumb line, reaching forward all the way out. And we're going to work on cat and cow stretch. So taking a nice inhale here, reaching the chest up, and then exhale. Tucking the pelvis, rolling through the spine, shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale, look. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. exhale, last one. Inhale, reaching the chest forward, hold for a couple seconds. And exhale. Moving forward with this here into a forward fold. Placing the fabric below the hips. Let's just do one little reach up. Nice and inhale here. And coming down through heart center. Grabbing that fabric, placing it at the hips, and melt on down. So if it doesn't feel good, kind of shimmy the fabric around. You're going to melt even further. Allow your head just to gently rock back and forth. You can also bend one knee, bend the other knee. Just kind of get those legs warmed up a little bit. And come up halfway, inhaling here, nice flat back, and walking right back down to the floor. If you can, reach behind your back and grab your knees and bring the chest in a little bit further. This position is great for digestion. So now we're going to walk forward, feet hip distance apart, and going into downward facing dog. So hands are moving forward. I'm lifting the soles of my feet. I'm spreading my fingers really wide here. And I'm just going to gently push that down so it's seated nicely. Armpits moving towards the thighs, lifting the thighs off the kneecaps. And glancing towards my knees. My abdominals are on. I have that abdominal lock, root lock, chin lock. Keep your breath going, nice and even. I'm reaching my sit bones towards the ceiling. My arms are nice and straight. Try to melt even deeper into it. Great. And now we're going to come into a one-legged dog. Bend the knee in towards your chest. Reach the leg out. If you need to, move your left foot over just a little so you don't feel off balance. Take the leg up and wrap it around from the outside of that fabric and push through into a one-legged dog. I'm straightening the leg as much as I can and pushing back. Drawing that right hip down towards the floor. My heel is trying to melt down, and for those that want to push further, you can go into your split, walking back with the hands, and melt down into that position. Let's release that leg, hip distance apart. Fix your fabric if you need to. Pull that knee into your chest. Reach it up, and I'm going to move over just a bit because I feel like I'm swaying. Shoulders drawing down, pressing in towards those thighs, and reach the leg up towards the ceiling. Flex that foot gently, melt it down. Pressing back into your split if you would like. And release, coming down. Going back into downward facing dog. Relax your neck. And bending the knees a few times. Walking back, and then we're going to roll up nice and slow. All the way up. If you need to, grab your fabric just so that you don't get dizzy. All right, so now we are going to go into the flying locust. So here, placing your hands outside of your hips. Walk forward just a little bit so you can put some pressure onto those hips, putting the weight down and sliding your hands up. And slowly you're going to come back, working your hands up, legs together, and chest is up. I'm opening my chest, My legs are together. My entire backside is on. I'm squeezing my glutes. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. It's okay if you swing. If it's too much, I can come around and stop you. One more breath here. And slowly come down, placing those feet. Let's do one more little fold forward. Let those arms just dangle, grab your elbows, and melt down. Roll up. Good. Okay, so now we're going to shake this fabric out. We're going to go into